Hi, my name's Byron Martin here at Logie's Greenhouses. Today we're going to be talking about our hardy passion flower, or Passiflora incarnata. This is a Passiflora species that is native to the United States, and the common name on it is Maypop. The reason for that is it's very late to come out of the ground, so it usually comes up in May rather than earlier in the springtime. It's a wonderful climbing vine that has some medicinal properties to it, but also is used for its floral beauty and for covering areas in the summertime very rapidly. This plant is actually a plant that will go back totally into the ground in the wintertime, so it will actually disappear. First, really hard frosts that come along will take all the leaves and kill the stems down. So it actually lives in the ground as roots that run horizontally. And in terms of growing it in the south, it grows very freely. It can be found in wild places. You have to remember, if you're bringing it in to cultivate it in your yard, it can be somewhat invasive in that the roots go laterally and they can pop up in your lawn. So best place to plant it is someplace where it's away from the lawn, but where it has a climbing area on it. Sometimes a bed near a building would work, where you have something for it to climb on, yet where it's mowed frequently. In the northeast, we don't really have to worry too much about that running and suckering, because the hard freezes in the wintertime will kill it back. You can always pull those young shoots out in the springtime. That sometimes helps discourage that spreading action. This actually can be grown in containers. However, the winter dormancy is a trick to getting it to come through every year. Once it gets down into its dormant state, it's very susceptible to root diseases in containers, and interestingly not so outside. The roots seem to survive fine. Generally, there aren't too many insect problems with this. Being a native, it seems to thrive pretty well. Inside, obviously, spider mite is an issue for most passion flowers, this not being an exception to that. In terms of feed, it doesn't really need that much. It grows pretty much anywhere. If you see it growing in its native habitat, it can grow in sort of waste areas where the fertility is relatively low. In terms of pruning, we really don't prune this, although you could to maintain it if it got out of hand. As I said, it's going to die down to the ground. In the springtime we come in, we cut all the old branches off, and by May it's shooting out again. And then we select exactly where the plant's going to climb and so on, and discourage the suckers that may be wandering on us. The plant also will produce fruit that's edible. However, it fruits better if you have two different clones of it, or two different strains. This one here, occasionally we see fruit on it, but generally it doesn't produce fruit for us, just because it's only one strain or one clone of that plant. The bees work it very freely, both bumblebees and honeybees. You'll see them particularly at this time of year gathering nectar out of it. So it is actually beneficial to pollinators. So thank you for watching today. This is one of our native vines, and a beautiful flower to be grown ornamentally in areas where you have room for it to climb. If you'd like more information on the Maypop or Passiflora incarnata, go to our website at logies.com.